Alright, so sorry for the harsh lighting. It's just middle of the day, but just gonna do a quick update on the truck. So I've done Recon black cab lights. I just like them more. They're LEDs, they look better. The kit I bought had one bad one in it, and of course it was the middle one, the last one I was putting in. So I just got a new one for that, so I gotta fix that real quick and just wire it in. And I did, they have quick connects. I cut the quick connects off, hardwired them. Just seems to work better, so if you ever do those. I did get the black grill on. So I bought the grill off Amazon, super cheap, from a probably just Chinese based thing. Anyways, it was not great quality. The screws they sent with it wouldn't hold it together, and yeah, just overall was not great quality. But I didn't want to spend a ton of money on a grill. I've broke quite a few grills over the years, had, you know, rocks come through, deer or whatever, and I just didn't want to spend a ton of money. And this one was exactly what I was after: solid black and just mesh. So and like kind of a matte finish, not a super shiny finish. So it is what it is. The trim I bought, it's called Back to Black. Mothers is the company that makes it. Back to Black. It's a trim and upholstery repair finish, and you can see there's still some gray spots. So I just did one coating and I just rubbed it in and left it. I'm going to do another coating, and then I'll actually take like a power ball on my drill and actually buff them out a little better. But I'm going to do the fenders quite a few times. They were just super bad and gray. So yeah, they're, like I said, they're pretty spotty right now, but they're already darker than they were. Now these are nice and brand new and beautiful, solid black. Big old dent, but those are all new. Hey, look at that. We'll just step into the garage so you can see me a little better. Anyways, those are all new. I just barely got done putting them on. I pulled off, I had those little half rails on the, or yeah, half rails, whatever, on the bed rails, and I pulled those, and I just, yeah, they were split. They had self-tappers holding a bunch of them together, and I just knew how crappy they were going to look underneath. So I ordered brand new ones, and I went through Chrysler. I went through Mopar to get them. They were very expensive for what they are, but I wanted them to look good. I wanted them to fit right. I didn't want to deal with having to modify them because I'm going to put my soft topper on. It showed up today, so I'm going to get the soft topper installed, or at least start getting it installed. And that way, yeah, everything looks nice and clean and new underneath. I don't have a bunch of holes and cracks and self-tappers, and they're not beat to crap and rusted through. And yeah, I just wanted it to look good. It was definitely more expensive than I really probably should have paid for. So other than that, I haven't changed much. I'm going to do a black logo on the tailgate. Other than that, it's just super dirty from being up on the mountain a bunch. So anyways, here come the kids. I'm gonna shut this off, see what they need. Alright, so sorry for the harsh lighting yet again. It's been overcast all day, kind of chilly. Finally warmed up. So I got the Super Top, Besttop Super Top, almost installed last night, and then my wife called me and reminded me that I was supposed to be somewhere, so I had to hurry and just stop what I was doing. And unfortunately, yesterday was really warm, and this morning's been pretty chilly, but I managed to get it on. If you have history with a soft top, like you've had a Jeep, they're really not super hard to install. But if you don't have history with that sort of stuff, it needs to be warm, or the material won't stretch. Once it's on, you're good, but installing it the first few times, or you know, once you've took it off, you need it to be warm. If it's winter and you want to put one on, put it in your house, have the heat turned up. It works, I've done it. But yeah, it's better if you can get it on when it's hot. Anyways, it was chilly this morning, so I just worked really slow, got it kind of stretched close, and then as it warmed up, I managed to get it all on. But this is the Besttop Super Top. Same top I have on my Jeep YJ. So this front window is attached to this. There are side windows. I left them off for the dog. And then the back window actually will roll up as well or be removed. They do make a mesh rear window, which I would like to get, with the idea of if it's raining, I can put the dog in the back, put the side windows on so she's not getting soaked, and then leave the mesh so it's still breathable. They do also make a kit for this front, or for the front window, that lines up with your back window of your truck. But if you cut that and screw up, you're done. That window is not replaceable, it's part of the top. So originally I wanted it, now I don't think I'm gonna risk it. This thing will collapse completely down. You can pull 4 pins and pull the whole assembly out and still have your truck bed. So it's really awesome, that's why I wanted it. Super easy. It was kind of hard to install by yourself just because you're fighting a lot of movable parts. They recommend to have 2 people, and as always, I just did it by myself while taking care of the kid and the dogs, or the kids and the dogs, kind of. Neighbor's puppy has decided to partly adopt us and comes over all the time. So yeah, I'm babysitting 2 kids, 3 kids when my oldest is out of school, and my dog and the neighbor's dog, all while trying to do this stuff. So it's a little bit of extra effort, but I did do it all by myself. And then I was going to show this off. I actually did a video, showed all this off, and right as I was kind of getting close to the end, the battery died. And I found that when the battery dies, you lose a chunk of the video, so I'm redoing it all. So this was a trailer I had built for my Jeep YJ, which is over there. Those are the renters' abandoned vehicles that we're still trying to get taken care of. And yeah, I got the front door replaced on the house with a nice brand new door, so kind of looks trashy laying there. But anyways, this is the trailer I used to have behind the Jeep. As you can see, I even had a YJ metal grill cut out and put on there. So I would fill this with camping gear, and then I'd actually put some stuff on top, and I've got a big mesh net, and then I would ratchet strap over it to secure everything. Worked really good. It actually has, I put an axle on that's wider. It has the same lug pattern as my Jeep used to have. These are the same wheels and tires, size-wise, that my Jeep used to have. So the idea was if something ever happened, I could use my spare on the trailer, or if something really bad happened, I could steal a tire off of the trailer, leave the trailer, and go get tires fixed and come back. It was basically a way to have 2 extra spares if absolutely needed. So yeah, it worked pretty good. I needed more weight up front. The tongue's long enough and the trailer's light enough, it just would hop and sway. I just needed more more weight up front to kind of keep the tongue down, because it's constantly kind of popping up, even though I slid the axle back when I installed the new axle. Anyways, it worked really good, but now that I have the truck, I don't think I'm going to use it. The Jeep's going to be more complete rock crawler. I've swapped the axles out, so the lug patterns don't match, the tires don't match. So in all honesty, I'm thinking about selling it, find somebody with a Jeep and sell it to them. It was awesome, because you just don't have a lot of room in a Jeep without throwing off your center of gravity and stacking stuff high, or throwing off your departure and approach angles by stacking stuff on the front or the rear. It just, if you want to keep your Jeep really trail worthy, keep all your stuff how you want, low center of gravity, good departure angles, yeah, you just don't want to stack a ton of stuff. So I would just load this up. I hauled this all the way to Moab a couple times, had all our camp gear, dumped it at camp, went and did trails, came back, and the idea was I could take it on trails also, but we usually would camp somewhere with minor off-road stuff, so it wasn't really like that cool. But yeah, I mean, it's an awesome little trailer. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna ever really use it. I've got a ton of space in the truck. I do have the deck system in there, which I'm a huge fan of, and I'm gonna do a video breakdown of what I've got in there. I kind of rearranged some stuff. It's not 100%, but it's a little closer. So anyways, yeah, I just was gonna show that off real quick. In keeping up with videos on this truck, I think that I'm just going to kind of keep updating stuff. Honestly, we're about done. I spent a little extra money, or well, spent more money than I should have getting this top right now. I really didn't have the money for it, but I wanted to get it on while it's still warm before it gets cold, before I head to Nevada for my deer hunt down there. So I did what you shouldn't do. I threw it on a credit card just to get it done. But yeah, like I said, just wanted to get it done. Anyways, yeah, we just went, picked up the trailer. It's been at my parents' house since we moved. Just picked it up. Still got some camping stuff in it, so I'm gonna go park it. And yeah, we got to go head back into town and go pick my oldest up from school. So yeah, the younger two needed naps, so we went for a drive and picked the trailer up. So. And it was a good test for the soft top. The dog loves it. I like it because it's not more secure. Obviously, she can fit through these bars, but it just feels a little more secure. Like there's something to kind of catch her if she starts to slide. Whereas before with the deck, it set her so high up, she was hanging. This was like hitting her in the knees, basically, the bed rail. So anyways, we're gonna get out of here.